So it's 2023, and I'm the strongest I've ever been in my life, insanely strong compared to how I was in my 20s. And yet my throw is not any faster at all. I had this sort of mea culpa. I went, do I have this just all wrong?
And you get into overthinking things. And that's what we did. We overthought things, but we'd bounce ideas off each other, and we would learn slowly and over time.
They have a term in competition called paralysis by analysis. And if you start thinking too much about what you're trying to do, you get out of the flow and the integrated mindset that is so necessary for competitive excellence.
Lee is my Yoda, Sebastian is my Qui-Gon. And I would send these videos to Lee, and Lee would say, fix this, change this, your angle of your arm is this, put your leg in a different spot. Always these little micro adjustments. Never, that looks great, that looks like pro form. There's gotta be something crucial that I am just missing. I gotta start looking at this in another way. I remember the day very vividly. Actually, it was an evening, and I was lying in bed watching pro coverage. And I was watching them throw, and I was thinking to myself, what are they doing differently that I'm not doing? And my eyes gravitated to their back leg. They were all doing this same thing. The only way I could describe it, it was sort of this weird corkscrew motion that was occurring in their back leg, and it would happen before their swing happened. And when I looked at the video of me throwing, particularly when I threw with a disc, I was not seeing that happen. Sebastian was doing it. I was not doing it. And I thought to myself, what if that's it? What if it's just as simple as that back leg moving first? And I recorded myself throwing a few dry throws, focusing on that back leg. And I looked at the video and I went, huh, that looks pretty damn good. And I sent it to Lee, and I went to bed. And when I woke up in the morning, I looked at my phone and there was a message from him. That looks perfect.
Once I knew Brian had felt that weight shift, everything was obvious to him, and that's when everything opened up.
Brian's idea was using the rear leg as the catalyst for the entire throw, using that intention to power the rest of the throw and bypass and overcome other people's bad habits in using their upper body to initiate the throw.
And so having a unifying theme, something to focus on that allows all the different parts of your body to come together is a very important way to do competition and to do any athletic endeavor.
I had reproduced pro form for the very first time by focusing on the back leg, and I had it.
He then started teaching it to people. Sometimes players had played for 10 or 15 years, other times for 2 weeks, and every single time he'd be able to send me a video of them doing a swing completely on their plant leg, their back leg completely de-weighted, and their arm swinging wide and away from their body. I knew this was the real deal.
I have the vocabulary, the lexicon that I can use systematically to explain my entire 20+ years of growth to a person in a single conversation, in a single lesson. Very powerful teaching tool.